Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. What I really do, DC gang, welcome back to the channel, my boys, my gangsters. As always, I hope you guys are having a great day out there, gang. Shit. So listen, about 3 to 4 days ago, however long it's been, I made the impulsive decision that I wanted to play Thunder Dragons. Why? I have no idea. I mean, I have an idea. I know why. I wanted to play a fusion deck, which ironically, you don't do a lot of fusions in this deck, which is hilarious. But, you know, I wanted to play a fusion deck. My brain is not optimally good enough with Branded yet for me to show you replays, because I used to be good at Branded, but then I haven't played it. I haven't touched the deck in such a long time. And then I wanted to play Tearlaments, but Tearlaments doesn't do all that well on the channel. I thought I dismantled the cards, I have them, so I might actually play them with the horror shenanigans, because I can tell that deck is just tough. It's tough. So I might give it a go. So with that being said, I'm gonna go over this deck list. I do have a reference deck list from the Master Duel Meta website, because I gotta talk to you guys about my ratios and the ratios that they have over there. So before we get into other shenanigans, a quick reminder, because you guys been killing it. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe to the boy, because I would greatly appreciate it. Honestly speaking, you guys been doing great. So let's go over to that deck. Well, I'm gonna show you two of them. So let's get over there. All right. So the first deck list that I'm gonna show you guys is the one from Ron Pickering. It doesn't have a picture, but alright. He made it to Master 1 with this deck right here. It's a 45 card deck list. Now, the main difference is that he's playing the Gamma, he's playing an Effect Veiler. He is playing the Chaos Creator, which I just saw this deck list before I started recording the video, because I wanted to do a check for a good deck list to give you guys for reference besides mine. And I think this is really good. This is something I will add to my deck list that I have right now. In the game, right? He is playing 3 and 3, which I'm playing 2 and 2. You're gonna see why in a second. Everything else is pretty similar, besides the fact that he is playing 1 evenly. I was playing 2 at some point in time, and in the extra deck, I think it's pretty much the same, besides of the fact that I'm not playing Heractic Seal, and I'm not playing La Blanquita, aka the white woman, as you guys call her, which is hilarious to me because I didn't know people call her that. So that is one of the deck lists right here. I think this is the best one because he made it to Master 1 with the deck. And then the next one that I'm gonna show you is this one. Alright, and the next one is just another 40 card deck list. This one is by Ascended Perfection, and it's very similar to mine as well. I think there's not a huge amount of differences, honestly speaking. You got it at 40. There's a few things, and in the extra deck, it's about the same. I'm not playing the Sky Striker Eris Acelia. And I think everything else is pretty much the same. But I wanted to show you some of them because I have some complaints about the deck, and I don't know if it was the way I built it and the way I'm doing things, so I wanted to show you some references. So with that being said, let's go back to my deck list. Alright, gang, so for my deck, we're gonna get straight into the sauce. Now, before I get to the deck list and all that, I want to let you guys know, as I'm breaking down the deck, I'm gonna tell you my problems with the deck, right? So, one, we're gonna play Maxi for Maxi reasons. You don't really get on any of the benefits. Besides, you can special summon Maxi from the graveyard if you make an elf. That's it. Then we're gonna play 3 Ash Blossom for Ash Blossom reasons, most of the time to stop the Maxi or any other shenanigans. We don't care about the fact that she's a tuner because we don't play level 7s to make Baron de la Flor. We could make level 8s with her and the Dragon Dart, but you don't play a level 8 tuner, at least not in level 8 Synchro, at least not in this specific deck list. Now we're gonna play 3 Batteryman Solar. Now this deck also doesn't have 1 card starters. Technically you do, but technically you don't. I'm gonna explain to you why. Batteryman Solar, you're gonna normal summon it, and you're gonna send any one of your Thunder Dragon monsters to the graveyard, because you always want your Thunder Dragon monsters to the graveyard as long as you have a way to banish them, unless you just banish them with the Ghost Sarcophagus. That's what you do. You normal summon your Battery Solar, then you're gonna send one of these, and then if you have a Bestial in the hand, then that's how you're gonna do your combos. You're probably gonna see it in the replays. So not a 1 card starter, you don't have a 1 card starter. Then we're gonna play 2 Thunder Dragons. Now people play this at 3, and I kind of understand why you would play it at 3, but I don't like it at 3 personally, me myself. I was playing with both of these at 3, and it just made the deck way brickier, and my mills were kind of bad. So I decided to bump them both down to 2, and the deck became way more consistent, like way more consistent. So I'm playing it at 2. If you want to bump it up to 3, again, I'm not the best Thunder Dragon player. I legitimately picked it up 3 days ago. I've never played the deck since before then. So let me know if there's some secret sauciness or something that I should know. But I don't like this thing at 3. Then it is the Thunder Dragon Dark. And this thing, the only reason why I see the benefits of running this thing at 3 is because of the fact that if you're going second, activating it to get the other copy to the hand is good, because now having that copy in the graveyard is really good for you, especially if you could banish it with your bestials, because then you could just start your combo from there in your opponent's turn, right? So that's the main good thing. Of course, them having the effect to activate from the hand is good because of the fact that it's going to allow you to go into your fusion monsters without actually needing a fusion spell, which is really good. But besides that, it's just bricky. The engine itself with 3 and 3 of these, to me, is bricky, which is why I'm guessing one of the deck lists I showed you plays the deck at 45, because sometimes playing the deck with more monsters make it less bricky in a sense, because you're bound to draw certain cards more than others. But that's why I'm running this thing at 2. Again, if anybody wants to let me know, like, no dude, 3 is the best and this is why, let me know in the comment section. Then we're gonna play one Thunder Dragonhawk. This thing is my favorite one because it has 2 really good effects. One is that you could discard it from the hand to special summon one of your banished or one of the Thunder Dragons from the graveyard, which is really cool to me, especially if you want to make 2 level 6s to go into Evil Salars, which is the level 6 XC monster that I chose. You could definitely go with other ones, but this is the one that I like. So I like it a lot, especially if you banish it too, then you get to send cards back from your hand to the deck, and then you draw new cards, which is really cool as well. So I like this one a lot. You only play it at 1. And then this one, the Thunder Dragon Roar, people play it at 2. And I'm guessing when I was playing the deck and learn how to play the deck and everything, I'm guessing the reason why people play it at 2 is because they don't want to open up with it and then they don't have a way to get it in the graveyard to banish it. Or if you open up with it, then you can't banish it with the Gold Sarcophagus, right? Because this is the best one to banish to start your combo. But then I figure if I'm playing 3 MCT, I call it MCT, but if I'm playing 3 of these and I open one of these, then I'm fine. Most of the time I loved opening up with this and this, because then I just activate MCT, send this to the graveyard, and even if they ash it from here, if I have a Bestial, I make full plays. So I'd rather this at 1, especially in the Horus package, because of the Horus package anyway, because I'm pretty sure if you play this more in a pure sense and with more Bestial shenanigans, it's probably better to run it at 2 at that point in time, right? Which is why I'm thinking about maybe mixing this up with Punk, because I feel like, you know, Foxy Tune sending cards to the graveyard could be good by it, but that's something that I might get into later. Then we're gonna play one Bestial Magnahood. Each one of the Bestials, they're all limited to 1. I was playing 2 Bal Drake and decided to make the deck list at 40, and to keep it at 40, I just play 1 copy. You could definitely, it's more beneficial to run 2 copies of Bal Drake. I'll tell you that right now. But I'm playing 3 the Bestial Lubellion, which that's why I'm like, it's fine having this at 1. Bestial Lubellion plus any one of your Bestial Lubellion plus Battery Solar is the combos that you mainly want to go with a lot of the time, because Bestial Lubellion is going to search out the way for you to banish the card that you send with the Solar to the graveyard, right? So we're playing 3 of those. Then we're playing 3 Mcetis, of course, because of the Horus package. I am playing 1 Happy, and I'm playing 1 Quebefu Tef. Now it doesn't matter, it's just we needed another Horus monster, because I like playing this deck with 3 level 8s. 4, it might be a little too much, it makes the deck way brickier, but I think 3 is fine. Now the deck is bricky in general, so maybe you want to bump that down to 1 and just play the 2 level 8s, but I like having the fact that I could bring out the 3rd one and have the 3rd body on the field. Then we're gonna play 1 Nibiru, just for Nibiru reasons and just so we could cross it out if we can. But Nibiru also helps us go in second. And then we play the Ghost Sarcophagus, of course, to banish the dragon, the Thunder Dragon Roar. We're gonna play the Thunder Dragon Fusion, so just in case we need to. You're gonna end up with your banished monsters and your Thunder Dragons in the graveyard. You could use the Fusion spell, and the Fusion spell, and just fusion summon into your Thunder Dragon shenanigans like this. So really good. Then we're gonna play 1 Triple Tactic Talent, because again, if you get stopped, if they activate a monster effect, it's really good, especially if you could continue making plays to just look at the hand, so you could continue playing, or just join 2 cards is always beneficial, right? So then we're gonna play 1 Branded Regain, you know, because your Bestial shenanigans. 2 King Sarcophagus. You could play it at 1, but I think 2 is the best ratios, even for any deck, because of the fact that you might open up with 1, and if you open up with 1 at MCity, then I don't think that's good at all. So I like playing it at 2. Then you're gonna play 2 Call by the Graves, 1 Cross-Out Designated, 2 Infinite Impermanence for going second reasons, and 1 Branded Beast. Now I did manage to keep the deck list at 40 because of this. Again, if this is questionable, let me know. It's just, to me, it doesn't make sense running both of these at 3 because of how bricky they can be. So that is the main deck list. For the extra deck, we're running 1 Thunder Dragon Colossus, which is one of the main boss monsters. Of course, it is a floodgate. Technically, it's a floodgate, right? So we play 1 copy of it. It's really easy to get this thing out. Like I thought it would be way more difficult. I mean, I've done it in punk decks that I made with the the corridor, but it's really easy to make this in this deck. Then we're gonna play 2 Thunder Dragon Titans, but I can tell you right now, if you wanna play this deck, you could get away with 1 copy. I rarely ever made this. Rarely ever made this thing. I don't even think I have a replay where I made this, to let you know right now. So, now that, because most of the time you make the Colossus. And you could always recycle the Colossus and bring the Colossus back out into the field. But again, I don't feel like you have that many resources to do that. It's just, you get away with 1 copy. Then we're going to play 1 Chaos Angel. Chaos Angel is also really easy to make because Battery Solar is at level 4. All of your beasts are level 6. Most of your Thunder, well, 2 of your Thunder Dragons are level 6. Making this thing is way easier to make in this deck. And then I'm playing the Evil Salage, which I think I made this thing once or twice, but it's really good because of the negate, right? Then we're gonna play 1 number 38 Hopebringer, which is really good, especially because of the Horus package. We're playing 1 number 90 Galaxy Eyes Phantom Lord, 1 the Zombie Vampire, 1 Divine Arcanal AA Double Zeus, 1 IP Mascarenita, 1 Crush Sheep because you could get Crush Sheep on the field. Bring your fusion monster, especially summon your battery man from the graveyard. Then we're gonna play 1 the Dark Charmer Gloomy, 1 Sprite Elf, 1 SP the Little Knight, and 1 Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess. That is the whole deck list. Now I'm gonna show you the replays and all that, and I'm gonna give you my honest opinion on the deck towards the end of the video. So with that being said, enough with the yapping. You know what time it is. Replay numero 1, number 1 of the day. And see, this is why you kind of want to play 2 copies of the King Sarcophagus, because right now M City will be dead. You will set this down, get rid of 2, but at that point in time you're -2 instead of drawing 1. So that's why I think running 2 copies of the King is good. We're gonna activate the Lubellion here. They don't have an Ash. Luckily for us, we're gonna get the Magna Hut, activate the M City, send itself in the Happy so I could get the 2nd copy of the King Sarcophagus. Now you might be wondering why I didn't just send the King Sarcophagus itself, since we're gonna search out the other copy. It's just in case they were able to stop that, then I can just set down the 2nd copy and send these to get my 2 level 8s if I have to, right? Just being a little cautious. We're gonna set 1 of the King Sarcophagus, special summon the M's. Oh, also, just in case they're playing the Ogre, if they decide to pop this and they have the 2nd copy, that's also a good thing. So since we already had the 2 level 8s, we're gonna special summon them, use both of these to go into the Zombie Vampire, activate the Zombie Vampire. We're gonna mill 4 from each deck, and of course I'm playing against Tearlaments. So yeah, Tearlaments shenanigans about to happen. I special summon the Solar from the graveyard. They're gonna activate the Rhino Heart. I'm gonna throw out the Maxi. They do have an Ash for that because they're, oh no, they have a Gamma, which is worse for me, but that's fine. So they're gonna activate the Gamma, special summon the Gamma onto the field. Our Maxi gets negated. Nos vemos mañana. And then he's gonna special summon the Rhino Heart. Send the Tearlaments Scream to the graveyard. I'm going to send the Thunder Dragon Roar. He's gonna activate the Rhino Heart and activate the Scream. Scream is gonna give them a trap to the hand, which I don't really care about right now. They picked the Crime. And then of course, the Rhino is gonna send, I don't know why, well I know, I would think I know why, right? He sent the Tearlaments Cashier to the graveyard. And I was thinking, why wouldn't you ensure yourself plays by just sending any one of the other 2 names? That's what I would have done. But he sends out the Tearlaments Cashier, he's gonna mill, and then he mills a Happy and another copy of the Cypher Gamma. So I'm like, okay, you played yourself. So we're gonna banish the Thunder Dragon Roar to special summon the Magna Hut, activate the Thunder Dragon Roar, which is gonna allow us to special summon our Thunder Dragon Dragon Dark. That's gonna trigger the every time you special summon a Thunder monster, well not every time, but when you do, the Battery Solar Man is gonna give you a level 1 token. So we're gonna use the Battery Man and your Dragon Dark to link up into the sheep. Bring it out here. Now we're gonna activate the Thunder Dragon Dark so I can get myself the Dragon Hawk to the hand. Activate the Dragon Hawk, which is gonna allow me to special summon the Dragon Roar. Use the Dragon Roar as the material to fusion summon without fusion summoning into the Colossus. That's gonna trigger the sheep to special summon the level 4 back onto the field. We're gonna use the token and the sheep to go into the Sprite Elf. We're gonna get the Magna out of here to special summon the Lubellion. We're gonna activate Lubellion's effects, sending the Branded Regain in the back row. Then we're gonna use the Vampire Sucker, the Zombie Vampire and the Battery Man Solar to link off into IP Mascarenita, activate the King Sarcophagus, send the other copy of the King Sarcophagus so I could get myself the Quebefu Theft, use the Quebefu Theft and the Lubellion to level 8, Exceed Summon into Give Me Some Hope, the Hope Bringer. Activate the Sprite Elf, special summon the Max C, set down our back row. End of the phase, Magna activates, we're gonna get ourselves the Deerstrom. Now this board is pretty crazy, right? Cause that's even worse. So at the end of the so both of these got banished, which means Branded Regain is gonna activate. I join to another card, we join to another Infinite Impermanence. Now, this is the crazy thing. Thunder Dragon Colossus is protected, which is again a floodgate. I'm not a big fan of floodgates, but it is what it is. It's a part of the deck. So we have that. We have a spell negate. We can link up into SP Little Knight or Appaloosa, which we're gonna use Max C as a body for that. And then we have an Infinite Impermanence, and we have Druism against Tearlaments. Yeah, okay. He's gonna set down a back one in his turn. I'm assuming that he just set down his crime and was like, nah, bro, because he can't activate this field spell, the Hopebringer's gonna take it. He can't activate a Scream, the Hopebringer's gonna take it. If he sends any dark monster to the graveyard, I have a Druism, which he knows I have a Druism right here. I'm gonna get to draw a card, and he knows that I can link off into SP Little Knight, but he wasn't, there was no, Super Poly might have been the only way of winning that board. So with that being said, let's go into the next replay. Alright gang, here we are for replay numero dos, number 2 of the day. And we're going second against the Snake Eyes people. They're going to activate the Wanted, which we're going to do a follow-up to this deck as well. They're going to get the Diabasar to the hand. I'm going to activate the Maxi before they special summon her. They do have an Ash for that. It is what it is. So luckily for us, we did open up Maxi, Infinite, and Ash for going second. So here they're going to activate the Diabasar, send out the Diabasar to the graveyard, activate Diabasar's effect, getting the original spoils in the back. Activating the original spoils, get the Diabasar out of here. I'm going to Ash that immediately. Stop that right there. Stop that right there. Negate that thing. Of course, they're going to activate the Wanted. Recycle the spoils so they could draw 1. And they're going to end their turn, right? Now, as you can see, this is what I mean. The deck can be a little bricky. We're going to activate the Bestial Lubellion, send Lubellion to the graveyard. Get myself the Bestial Magna Hut. Activate the Magna Hut. We're going to banish the Diabasar. They're going to hit me with an Ash block. With a Maxi. Now, unfortunately, I can't do anything about that. We're just going to special summon the Magna Hut. They're going to draw 1. Activate the Magna Hut. Set it to back row. Slap it for the 2500 since we... Because like here, I could have activated Lubellion, right? Send the Magna Hut to the graveyard, set the Branded Regain, and then we would have been good because Branded Regain with the Duration would have allowed us to draw a card next turn as well. But it is what it is. I'm not special summoning again and giving them a +2 when I know that they don't have a starter, at least not yet, right? But of course, they have another Diabasar now. Send a card to the graveyard, activate Diabasar. I'm going to activate the Duration to banish the other Diabasar from the graveyard. And if you're wondering why, it's because Duration plus Branded Beast is one of the craziest combinations in an engine ever. So they're going to set the original spoils in the back. I'm going to activate the Branded Beast, send the Durism to the graveyard, pop the spoils, activate the Durism, get the Diabasar out of here. Of course, they're going to activate the spoil, recycle the Diabasar so they can get themselves the Ash, which I expected them to do. Here they're going to normal summon the Ash, and we did have the Infinite Impermanence. We're going to negate that right there and then. Stop it. Stop that. So here, of course, they're going to link up the Ash into a Link Karibo, the regular play. And they're going to end their turn. So here we join to the M study, which I was extremely happy about. I'm going to activate the Bestial Lubellion. Now you're wondering why isn't that risky? What if they have an Ash? It is risky. But at this point in time, if I activate the M study and then negate it, I'm not going to like that because I'm going to lose 2 cards. At least I get to keep the M3 for next turn if they negate the Lubellion. That's what I was thinking, but they didn't have anything. We're gonna get the Baldrake. Now I'm gonna activate the M3 because I know they don't have anything to stop it. Get the King Sarcophagus, draw into another M3, activate the King Sarcophagus, send that copy, send the Happy, special summon the Happy, special summon the MCD. Get rid of the Bestial Lubellion, get it out, I mean the Magna Hug, get it out of here so I can special summon the Lubellion. Activate Lubellion, send the Branded Regain. With 2 level 8s, we're gonna Exceed Summon into the number 90 Galaxy Phantom Lord. And this is the funny thing. We have exactly lethal damage. You see his life points, lethal damage exactly. Of course, Linkuriboh is gonna diminish our attack, but this is why we went to the Phantom Lord. He's gonna activate the Linkuriboh, negate the Linkuriboh. He doesn't have anything else, and that's enough for lethal damage. Slap him in the face. Exactly lethal damage. I had to think about that for a little bit. I'm like, how can I end the game like this? And luckily for us, we had it because after that, if they would have had any subversion, shenanigans, something, I would have been sad because we don't have any other way of protecting ourselves from here on out. So with that being said, let's go into the next replay. Alright gang, so here we are for replay number 3, number 3 of the day. We're going second against another Snake Eyes player, if I'm not mistaken. Well, yeah, but they're gonna special summon the Unicorn because Unicorn is a Snake Eyes card. Get yourself the Birth, gonna set the Birth in the back and send two cards in the back. Okay. So here they're gonna throw out the Maxi immediately. Luckily for us, we do have the Ash for that thing right there. Negate it right now. So we're gonna special summon a good amount of time. So of course they're gonna trigger the Unicorn. They're gonna banish my Zombie Vampire, which is our bread and butter. So now we're sad, but it's fine. We're gonna activate the Lubellion. Of course they have their own Ash. They're gonna negate the Lubellion, and I do start with the Lubellion like this on purpose. Now I'm not sure. Maybe, let me see. M3 send gets negated. Send this and that. Because after I made this play, I was thinking maybe I could have just started with something different. Because if I have the Solar, I am gonna need a Bestial card to banish the other Thunder Dragons, right? But it's fine. Lubellion gets negated. I'm gonna normal summon the Solar, activate the Solar, and of course they have an infinite impermanence. So even that plan that I was just coming up with wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. Our Solar gets negated, so now of course we're gonna activate the MCD, send itself in the other copy of the King Sarcophagus, so we could get one and draw one. We join to another copy of Max C. Listen, it's either I leave it like this and don't do anything, or I activate the King Sarcophagus and get my cards banished. I didn't have a choice. Just in case why would you do that? What else am I supposed to do? So of course he's gonna banish everything. I have 2 Maxis. I'm gonna send one copy, send the other MCD to the graveyard. I'm gonna send the other copy of Maxi so I can send the Happy, special summon the Happy. We're gonna play the game. So here we're gonna send the Unicorn to the graveyard. We're gonna slap him for the 1500, slap him for the 3000, and then we're gonna use both of these level 8s to go into the Hopebringer, which is smart, and I'm gonna tell you why. So this is smart because of the fact that if he activates the Birth to special summon the Unicorn, we're taking that. That's mine. So the Unicorn is gonna stay down there, and I just don't know exactly what this is right here. Also, if they activate the Field Spell, because again they're playing, this is Snake Eyes, so they're gonna activate the Avastar, get rid of a card so they can special summon it, get the spoils in the back. And this guy was smart. He activated the Birth here. Now you're probably, why would he do that? Just go with, he did it on purpose because of the Hopebringer. So he's gonna activate the Birth to special summon the Unicorn, which I'm gonna allow it because I know he's trying to bait me. Because if I negate this and suck it up, right, then he gets to make full Snake Eyes plays unaffected by anything. So here they're gonna activate the Unicorn going to the battle phase. I'm gonna activate the Hopebringer's effect, and now he has to attack into the Hopebringer. Get it out of here. Oh, but of course he still gets to banish one of my Thunder Dragon Titans, which I'm fine with. Then he tries to attack again with the Diabastar, and I activate the effect again. He has to slap into me. And he just scooped. Hopebringer can put in work against Snake Eyes, just so you know. Taking over the spoils is great. Even taking over the Wanted, because you're preventing them from even using the Wanted to recycle the spoils to draw one. Hopebringer against Snake Eyes can be really good. So with that being said, let's go into the next replay. Yes sir, yes sir. Here we are for replay numero 4, number 4 of the day. And we're going up against Super Heavy Samurai. Now, here with our hand, this is one of the things I was telling you about and why I don't like playing this thing at 3. For example, right here, right now, if all I have was these 2 cards, I'm bricked. We're bricked. We can't do anything about it. I mean, we can still make Colossus, but then we're just gonna have Colossus on the field and that's it. So every time you open up Lubellion and your solar, or the solar and any one of your Bistro monsters, you're having a good time, granted, as long as they don't get stopped. So we're gonna normal summon the solar, send the Dragon Roar to the graveyard, activate the Bistro Lubellion. They're gonna activate their own Bistro Magna Hut, banishing my Bistro Lubellion. Luckily for us, that doesn't negate our effect, so we're fine with it because we don't care about Lubellion being in the graveyard. We're gonna activate, well, get the Magna Hut. They're gonna activate their own Magna Hut. We're gonna activate our Magna Hut to banish the Dragon Roar, activating our Magna Hut's effect, activating the banished Dragon Roar, which is gonna allow us to special summon a Thunder Dragon Dark onto the field. And this is one of the effects of the battery solar that I don't necessarily, I'm not a big fan of it. Like, it's good to have the token for the extra body, but it's not optional. This should be optional because every time this happens, 1, it's an extra body, now you're closer to getting the B-Root. And 2, if your opponent maxed you, that's a +2 that you might have not wanted to give them. So it is what it is. So we're gonna use the token and the battery solar to link off into the crush ship, which it should have an animation. The card is tough. And there it is, the People's Elbow. Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? Dwayne Johnson on the field, board wipe. That's gonna give us a fat token. Luckily for us, it sends the Thunder, the Dragon Dart to the graveyard, which is why we even special summon it, so we could link off. I mean, we're gonna use it to make the Colossus. We're gonna use it as a material to go into Colossus, special summon the Battery Man from the graveyard with the Cross Sheep. But that ended up switching the combo, so now we're gonna get a Dragon Fusion here. We're gonna activate our Thunder Dragon, send it to the graveyard to get another copy of the Thunder Dragon to the hand. That's gonna allow me to activate the Thunder Dragon Fusion, use the Thunder Dragon and the Dragon Roar as materials to fusion summon into our Thunder Dragon Colossus. Now, if you're wondering, why wouldn't you fusion summon into your Thunder Dragon Titan? Because Colossus is better than Thunder Dragon. I feel like Thunder Dragon Titan is way better for going second. It can be good for going first because, you know, if you have one of your Thunder Dark or any one of your quick effects from the hand, Thunder Dragon monsters, then you get to pop a card on the field. But that's not necessarily all that great. We'd rather have the Colossus on the field because it's technically a floodgate. So here we're going to set the Branded Beast in the back, getting a Drissom in the hand, activate the Drissom, banish the Magna Hut, get it out of here. And I didn't want to wait because Branded Beast and Bishop Drissom together on the field is one of the best type of synergistic combination within an engine. I like the fact that they just work well together and they work and they're within their own engine, right? So here they're going to activate the Super Heavy Samurai Prodigy, activating its effect so they can set themselves the general Koro in the back, right, allowing them to special summon the Prodigy. Here they're going to activate the Prodigy, sending a card to the graveyard so they could special summon more Samurai monsters, and I didn't want that because that means they're going to go into a bunch of level 4s. They're going to be able to go into the the level 12, and then they could do a bunch of level 12 shenanigans. I'm not allowing that. Ash that right there. Ash that right there. And here they're going to activate the Super Heavy Samurai Soul Piercer. Now, I play Super Heavy. I actually like Super Heavy Samurai. But here, they're going to activate the Soul Piercer. Now, I know that if they activate the Soul Piercer effect, they're going to go into the Crow, and they're going to start making plays off of the Crow. Now, I don't want that. So I activate the Branded Beast. Branded Beast, send Drissom to the graveyard, pop the Prodigy, and with the Drissom, get rid of the Nibiru. What else are you supposed to do? We got the fat token on the field. We got rid of the Prodigy. You can't special summon any more level 4s. You can't activate the Soul Piercer in the graveyard unless it pops. It activates itself to pop the cards. So it was a GG's. So with that being said, let's go into the next replay. Alright, familia, here we are for the last replay of the day because it's 11 turns long. Me and this guy dueled. Now here we're going to activate the Bistro Lubellion. They're going to hit that thing with an Ash Blossom immediately. Now, again, that's why I don't start off with the M-City, especially if I already have a Bistro card in the hand. I always start with the Lubellion because we want to mill our Thunder Dragon cards, and then we could banish them with the Mount Drake. We could go full combo, right? So, Ash Blossom, we're not too upset about it. It is what it is. That lets me know that I can activate the M-City. Send a copy of the King Sarcophagus to search the other copy and draw a card. We're doing to the Thunder Dragon Fusion. I set down the King Sarcophagus. They're gonna hit me with a Maxi. Can't do anything about it. We don't have an Ash. We don't have anything. We're gonna set down our background in our turn. Now, mind you, I could have special summoned the M-City, and then I could have sent one of these to the graveyard, special summon the Happy, but then at that point in time I would have given them a +2, and then I'm not just going to leave both of those level 8s on the field when they don't really have any crazy effect. I probably want to exceed summon, and what am I going to do? Go into the Phantom Lord for one monster negate, giving you +3? It's not worth it. So I ended up setting the Infinite Impermanence and ending my turn. Luckily for us, we're playing against Dinomorphia, so they're going to set down 3 and pass. Here we're going to join to the Ghost Sarcophagus. They're going to activate the Call by the Grave onto my M-City. And if you're wondering why, it's because the Horus cards don't activate. They just happen. You won't even know. They just pop up on the field. So in order to prevent me from special summoning the level 8, he's going to Call by the Grave before I bring it out onto the field. Now the crazy part about the Horus cards, if you haven't tried them yet, is that even though they're negated, it doesn't prevent them from special summoning themselves onto the field. It's actually pretty crazy. So here we're going to activate the Gold Sarcophagus. We're going to banish the Thunder Dragon Roar, get it out of here so we can activate its effect. He's going to activate the Dinomorphia Frenzy here, paying half of his life point, so he can fusion summon into the Kentragene. Now look at the animation. I actually really like Kentragene this time. Look at her blink at you. Bring her out here. Again, Thunder Dragon Roar going to special summon our Thunder Dragon Dark. He's going to activate the Kentragena, copying the effect of the Frenzy from the graveyard, using both of these monsters as materials to go into the Rex turn. Now luckily for us, we did have the Infinite Impermanence high and ready to go, so we're going to negate the rest. That's why I don't mind, I hate floodgates, but I don't mind floodgates that are like this, because you could always Infinite Impermanence, Raigeki. Now you can Subversion them, you can triple tactic talent them. It's the back row shenanigans that irks my soul. But either way, we're gonna activate the King Sarcophagus, send the M-City to the graveyard, and look at this. You see how it's negated? It can still special summon itself. That's so nuts, bro. But either way, he's gonna activate the Rex, and I was like, why? It's negated, but they still did it, right? I'm guessing it's to beef up the Kentragena. So now we're going to use both of these monsters to go into the Cross Ship. That's going to trigger the Dragon Dark. They're going to activate the Dinomorphia intact to negate my Dragon Dark, which means we can't play a Thunder Dragon shenanigans. So I'm going to activate the Baldrake, banish the Rexton from the graveyard, special summon the Baldrake, get the Baldrake out of here so I can special summon the Lubellion, activate Lubellion's effect, set down a Branded Beast. Then I'm going to use both of these right here to go into the SP, the Little Knight, because we got to get that Rexter out of here. Nos vemos mañana. Don't want to see it on the field, and unfortunately that's all we had. This thing is negated, as you can see. And that's all we had. But it's negated because of the imprint. I wasn't planning on using it, by the way. If you're thinking, oh my god, this guy messed up, I wasn't planning on using it. I really wanted the SP Little Knight onto the field. That way, if he activates some shenanigans, I'm gonna use SP Little Knight and Kentragena and banish both of them before anything else. So that was the plan. Now here they're gonna draw a card. They're gonna go into the battle phase. Of course, it's a smart thing to do. Slap my SP Little Knight, set down our back row, and end your turn. So here we join to a Call by the Grave. Not the greatest of, draws. We're gonna activate the Thunder Dragon Fusion though, so I can get myself the Thunder Dragon Hawk to the hand, activate the Hawk. That way I can special summon my Thunder Dragon Roar. Then I'm gonna special summon my M-City, activate the effect of the King Sarcophagus, send the Call by the Grave to the graveyard so I can send that Crabefutef to the graveyard so I can special summon it. And of course, he has a Ferret Flames. Because here we would have won this was game. We would have won the game off of this right here, would have been GG's. But Ferret Flames says, nah bro, send all of your monsters back into the deck. It is what it is. It was a duel though. This is a duel. They're gonna activate the Pot of Duality. They're gonna basically search out some cards right here. Call by the Grave, Diplos, and Dinomorphia Alert. He gets the Call by the Grave, goes for the battle phase, slap me for the 3500, set down the back row, which Call by the Grave, right? We all know. Luckily for us, we joined to another M-City, send it to the graveyard, send the other copy of Crabefutef to the graveyard. He's gonna activate the Call by the Grave on my M-City again, get it out of here. I still got to special summon my Crabefutef. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I think that's how you say it. But luckily for us, we only needed one Horus monster to attack, so that way we could activate the King Sarcophagus and get rid of the Kentragina. Nos vemos mañana. Get it out of here. That leaves him with the 500 life points in the face. He's gonna draw a card. Guess what he top deck? Fossil Dig. He activates Fossil Dig, gets himself the Teresa, and that's a 1-card combo. Activate the Teresa, set down the Dinomorphia domain. We're in Jujutsu Kaisen right now. Luckily for us, we're beefy enough that he can attack over us, right? We're gonna draw into a Lubellion. They're gonna activate the Dinomorphia domain here using the Teresa and the T-Flows to go into the second copy of the Kentragina. Bring it out here. They're gonna activate the Kentragina, paying half of their life points, copying the effect of the domain, sending 2 cards to the graveyard so they can fusion summon into the Stealth Bergia. Now mind you, here I don't know if he did this on purpose. I didn't check the deck list, but I think he only plays 2 Rex turns, and I think both of them are banished. We managed to get them both out of here. So, but I think he was smart to do this though, because if I activate any effect, he's gonna burn me for that amount of damage, right? So me taking that into consideration, you would think that I might not want to activate my Lubellion because he's gonna burn me for 25. All I need is 100 life points. Activate the Lubellion, get it out of here, burn me up. Let it burn, bro. It is what it is. He's gonna burn me for the 2500. All we have is 100 life points. Activate the Duelstrom. We're gonna banish his Kentragina from the graveyard. Get Duelstrom out of here to special summon Lubellion. To activate the Duelstrom in the graveyard. Get Kentragina out of here. Activate Lubellion. Set down the Branded Regain. We're gonna attack with a Quebec Futef, triggering our King Sarcophagus. Get this thing out of here. And it's GG's with the Bestial Lubellion. Oh no, it's not. Oh, I confused myself. They activate the Intact. So they activate the Intact. They don't take any battle damage from that, so we're gonna Exceed Summon into the Phantom Lord here, because if they set a trap, they're gonna set it in the back row, right? But they're gonna still, even if they manage to Fusion Summon or something, they have to activate that monster effect, which would be the 3rd copy of the Kentragina. So I felt like going with a Monster Negate was the best option here. And they end their turn. Here we're gonna draw into a Nibiru. So just to be sure, I activated the King Sarcophagus, get rid of the Nibiru, send the M-City to the graveyard, special summon the M-City, and it was just I checked, they don't have another trap. I wanted to show you, but they don't have another trap that can prevent them from not taking damage anymore. So I know that we're free to go. We're free to attack and go for game. Now that was a freaking duel, bro. So with that being said, let's go back to the deck list. Alright gang, here we are for the deck list portion of the video once again. Now to give you my honest opinion on the deck, again, it's definitely a road deck. I give it like a 5, maybe 6 out of 10. And the main thing that's bringing this deck down is the fact that it's bricky. And it's not the way that I build it, it's just you open up with this in the hand, you open up with this in the hand, or you open up with this in the hand. It's not a good thing. Opening up with any one of these in the hand is not a good thing. You don't have a 1-card combo, you don't have a 1-card starter. You definitely 100% need to play Bestial with the deck, because you need to find a way to banish these cards to activate their better effects. Which, why is it that the effect when they're banished is better than the effect that you get from the hand? The effect from the hand should be the better effect, in my opinion. That would make the deck way better. But that is my only gripe with it. Now again, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm the best Thunder Dragon player. But from what I tested, from my understanding of decks and how decks are built, I wouldn't want to play any one of these at 3. Any one of them, I just wouldn't. Now for going second, again, the Dragon Dark is good, because going second, you send it. If you have your Bestials, you're ready to go for your combo. But I don't know, man. If you guys have any advice for me based on the deck, because I know it can be built better as well. Now there's another version that I could have built, because I did try it with the Dissipator and some of the level 2 synchro monsters like the Dragon Apple and the Assault Synchro and all that. But you know, it's still breaking, which is why I wanted to keep it at 40, so the mills are better. That's why I didn't want to play it at 45, especially because we're playing it with the Horus version. So again, I give it like a 5, maybe 6 out of 10, and it's mainly because of the fact of how bricky it is and how easily it can be stopped by hand traps, which you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Hand Trap Duel. So with that being said, any comment, questions, and concerns in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoy the content. Continue having a great day, and I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Peace!